That to me encapsulates what I've been describing as the modern day gender wars. Feminism on one side and the manosphere on the opposite side of the spectrum. Feminism teaches women that they are the oppressed and men are the oppressors. The manosphere teaches men that they are the oppressed and women are the oppressors.
You sure about that? You sure about that? You sure about that?
For years now, society's been acting like young men were one YouTube recommendation away from becoming Darth Vader, right? Oh, the boys are radicalizing. It's the manosphere's fault. Podcast bros. Male anger is dangerous. I mean, straight talking about young men like they're infected zombies or something. But now this article from the New Statesman comes out talking about young women becoming radical politically and ideologically. And suddenly everybody want to act like therapists. Well, we need to understand where this frustration comes from, the article says. No, the hell we don't. Let's keep the same energy that we had when it was the young men. Let's keep the same energy.
The gender war didn't even start until men started talking about their experiences.
Right. Now it's a gender war. So I call BS on the idea of a gender war to begin with.
Wait a minute.
That nigga got a point.
Who's advocating for the average man?
Wait a minute.
Fuck you mean?
Y'all saw that, right?
What is going on YouTube? It is your boy Ron back with another video. If you're new to the platform, welcome to the tribe. By the end of this video, I hope you subscribe. So I wanted to react to a video and this particular topic. First of all, I want to say that this is a brother that I've reacted to before, but he's changed his name since the last time I reacted to him. And I'm sorry, brother, I can't remember what his original name was, but I will leave the link in the description of the video, so that way you guys can go support him and follow him. But if you guys been following me long enough, you probably will recognize him the second you see him and he starts talking. I called him the modern day Malcolm X, if that helps refresh your memory. However, I want to preface that with a video before I get into that and share that one with you guys, because I don't know, I want to show y'all something that I caught. Check this out.
It's the decentering of men. Women have decentered men and really started to focus and enjoy their lives without feeling like there's a penance for it or you're gonna get the lonely cat lady label. Don't threaten me with a good time.
As soon as I saw this video, I instantly knew that the comment section was going to be simmering, and rightly so. Most of the comments that I read were made by mostly women and were fully in support for the message in this video. But my most favorite comment was made by a gentleman. I'm actually going to read it to you. He says, "When I go to the manosphere, I also hear about men who've decided to decenter women. So whoever's agenda it was to make sure that the black family doesn't exist in the next generation, they've accomplished their mission. No families, no unity, no reproduction. We are extinct. Good luck with that."
Wait a minute.
Yeah, but what's interesting is that you didn't announce what gentleman left that comment. Y'all look very carefully, man. That was left by Dr. Boyce Finance. Yes, that Boyce, Dr. Moist Watkins, as we call him in this space.
Beta!
Now, first of all, why did he go out of his way to leave that comment? You want to know why? Because he doesn't like the manosphere. Because the manosphere has proven his situation that he got going on here. Don't even get. I'm like, dude, do I need to bring up the picture of him and his wife and your boy from the old school rap group, Willie D?
Bruh.
Just look up. I'm like, bro, when y'all get a chance, just look up the picture of him, his wife, and Willie D, and you tell me if you can tell who that woman is married to from that picture. Yeah. So that's why he don't like us, because of shit like that. But I digress, man. Let's go ahead and let homie cook.
That to me encapsulates what I've been describing as the modern day gender wars. Feminism on one side and the manosphere on the opposite side of the spectrum. Feminism teaches women that they are the oppressed and men are the oppressors. The manosphere teaches men that they are the oppressed and women are the oppressors. Both movements, in my opinion, have got legitimate concerns about the world. But if you boil both of them down to the very bottom, what I think you'll find is resentment. And not enough people understand just how dangerous these two movements are. And I think we need to start talking about it.
Nah, yeah, we need to have the same energy for the men that y'all have had for the women the last, I don't know, 6-7 decades, give or take.
Fuck you mean?
As a matter of fact, this video that I did about Obsidian on the Rant channel best describes it best. I'm gonna go here first, then I'm gonna let homeboy cook.
This is not a gender war. This is black men having their say in the public square, as black women have enjoyed, as you pointed out, for all of our lifetime. We've known nothing but Oprah.
Oprah and The View.
Right, The View, etc. And those ladies have had their say. In every 7 ways the Sunday they've had their say. And by the way, for the record, again, I have no desire to want to censor any of those ladies. See, my thinking is I can defeat them in the marketplace of ideas in open debate. That's where I'm at with it. So I don't want to see any of them censored. If these ladies are so strong and independent, why don't they debate us? If the lovely ladies are so strong and independent, why don't they debate us? If they got so much on the ball, if their ideas are so superior, if their way with words are so great, why don't they debate us? Why do they keep running for us? Why do they always try to censor us?
You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious?
They don't want to do that. They don't want to debate me. They don't want to debate Tommy Sotomayor. They waited until Kevin was dead before they said anything. They waited. I ain't forgot about that. They waited until he was dead to say anything. They dare not call up on that show.
Fuck you mean?
They're cowards. Let me look at the camera. You're cowards. All of you. A whole lot of you are cowards. Because if you had any backbone, any sense of honor, Rhoda Osman, the brick lady, all these people, and we all know who they are, supporting the brick lady, saying that she was being assailed and assaulted, black men doing all this nonsense. Come to find out, it was a lie.
And they said black men don't protect us and black men don't do this, and then and this the thing I've noticed, it's always the loudest when they're talking about and accusing men and trashing men. But whenever they find out a lady was lying, that she was actually doing a form of manipulation, that she was actually stealing from them, silence, crickets.
He ain't lying.
Yeah. You can't make this shit up, people.
Okay, so let me get this straight.
Let him cook.
For years now, society's been acting like young men were one YouTube recommendation away from becoming Darth Vader, right? Oh, the boys are radicalizing. It's the manosphere's fault. Podcast bros. Male anger is dangerous. I mean, straight talking about young men like they're infected zombies or something. And then every documentary got dramatic music and a thumbnail with some dude staring out of a rainy window like he about to overthrow the government, all because he listened to a podcast while eating ramen noodles. But now this article from the New Statesman comes out talking about young women becoming radical politically and ideologically. And suddenly everybody want to act like therapists. Well, we need to understand where this frustration comes from, the article says. No, the hell we don't. Let's keep the same energy that we had when it was the young men. Let's keep the same energy. And this is why I don't trust this emotional selective morality that a lot of you got. Because a lot of you don't hate extremism. You only hate extremism from groups you already don't like. And that's the receipt. Male bitterness, dangerous. Female bitterness, healing. When men generalize, misogyny. When women do it, trauma response. Stop playing with me. It's like y'all done turned accountability into Uber Eats, and it all depends on who's ordering. And then social media made this whole thing even worse. Because now everybody online got main character syndrome mixed with political schizophrenia. And then every 5 minutes, somebody's discovering a new oppression like it's a Pokemon evolution. Well, actually, as a neurodivergent, pansexual, eco-spiritual night person with anxiety, what the fuck are you talking about? I mean, y'all are out here collecting identities like they're infinity stones. No personality whatsoever, just labels. And then every label comes with a victim starter pack and a list of approved enemies. That's why everybody online is angry now. Because you're not building character, you're building avatars. And then these social media algorithms got y'all overdrafting yourself daily. Like how TikTok got women thinking every inconvenience is the patriarchy's fault. How red pill content got men thinking every woman is secretly plotting world domination from a fucking Starbucks. I mean, everybody's cooked at this point. And then the funniest part to me is how both sides swear they're the logical ones in all this. Y'all got emotional support politics. You don't want the truth, you want validation with soft background music playing. And that's why nobody can have real conversations anymore. Everything now turns into you hate men, you hate women, you're insecure, you're toxic, you're privileged, you're an incel, you're bitter. A lot of these conversations that are being had today sound like a bunch of damaged parrots fighting over the Wi-Fi password. And let's be honest about one thing real quick. A lot of these young men and women aren't radicalized because they're evil. A lot of them are radicalized because reality keep punching them in the mouth. I mean, the system promised them happiness, but it gave them burnout. Promised them empowerment, and they got loneliness. Promised them freedom, and now they on antidepressant and watching angry podcasts all day. That's why you see everybody online now shadowboxing invisible enemies all day. And then this article, it accidentally exposes the game. How females being radicalized gets romanticized, yet when males do it, it gets criminalized. And that's why trust is falling apart everywhere now. Because I realize that people can tolerate a harsh truth, but what they hate is obvious hypocrisy. And I've been talking about this for a while now. The issue isn't men versus women. The issue is now people are being possessed by identities. Whether it's race, politics, gender, the algorithm, validation. That's my theory of multiple master syndrome. Too many masters talking at once. And that's why people are mentally fragmented now.
Yeah, I've always lived by the saying, bro, too many chiefs and not enough Indians. I don't know where I got that from, bro. I know I'm telling my age, but I digress.
You got one app telling you to hate men, another telling you to hate women, another telling you masculinity is toxic, and then you got another one telling you empathy is weak. And then you wonder why people are walking around like tangled up Christmas lights. And then the moment you refuse to pick a side in this bullshit, now everybody wants to get mad. Because tribal people, they hate an independent mind. They need you drafted into their war. But I'm not joining Team Delusion. I personally don't care if the manipulation comes wearing a suit, a feminist slogan, red pill terminology, a BLM shirt, a MAGA hat, therapy language, or if it has a podcast mic. If what you're saying is stupid, it's getting tested over here. And honestly, modern politics looks just like a daycare with better vocabulary now. I mean, you got everybody bitching and crying, everybody's offended, and then everybody wants immunity from criticism at that. I'm talking about a whole civilization running on hashtags, trauma, and caffeine. Meanwhile, nature's sitting there like, are y'all done yet? That's why my platform matters. You see, because once you remove God from the throne, all the lesser masters start to fight for the seat. And now people are out here being sponsored by algorithms. Couldn't be me though. But leave a like, leave a comment, and I'll catch you on the next video. Peace.
Yeah, shout out to him, bro. Cause I remember the first time I reacted to him, he popped up in the comments. Damn, I wish I could remember what that video was about. That was so long ago. That goes to show you how much content I be playing. But yeah, bro. Dude is definitely you can definitely tell that he's intelligent. I can't really say I disagree with anything that brother said. Because there are some, I've mentioned this several times before, there are some extremes in the RP that I do not agree with. But then at the same time, you know, if I'm being brutally honest and just calling it down the middle, I just genuinely believe that our counterparts, they are just a little bit more extreme than men. Really, you can make the argument that some of the things that men consider extreme at one point was considered tradition and the norm. I would say that's probably the biggest difference, you know, just from observation. But you know, some may disagree. Let's continue.
You think 3 guys should go home?
It is nothing against guys.
Why does gender have to play a fact in somebody's elimination for $5 million? Shouldn't their character and their ability be the thing that pushes them forward?
No, I have a strong connection. The girls are in a pod, the guys are in a pod. You've gotten to know the guys.
I don't care if a girl or guy moves forward. You do.
We're done with this conversation. Yeah.
What the hell is even that?
What the hell was that?
There's not a man on this earth that can tell me different. If Jesus descended from heaven right now and told women that their ways will lead them to loneliness and hell, they'll nail that nigga back to the cross and call him a narcissist.
Goddamn, I wasn't expecting that. I wasn't expecting that. Yes, sir.
Men don't know how to be men anymore. I have been hearing this from a lot of women lately, and I can't help but find the entire situation to be not just amusing, but rather ironic. So tell me, ladies, what exactly makes you qualified to tell a man what they need to do to be a man? What makes you the subject matter experts in what constitutes a man? Yet there are a great many of you out there that cannot come close to putting into words or articulating what actually constitutes a woman. How can someone be an expert on what one gender is, yet be so confused on the other? Because I would like to point out that if there were men out there, as I'm sure there are, that are telling women that they're not acting like real women anymore, a great many of you would be highly offended. Because how could a man know what it's really like to be a woman? Yet there are some of you out there that will still tell men how to act like real men.
I like that last part when it said we weren't put here to compete with one another, but complete one another. Because when you truly think about the difference in genders, in general, what men lack, women tend to be abundant in, and what women lack, men tend to be abundant. So I think, again, and I've never been the most biblical person in the world, and I already know just saying that alone is going to have people coming for me in the comments. But it's God's design. And I'm just going to leave it with that. Y'all let me know what you think. New to the platform, please subscribe. OGs, I appreciate the love and support. Make sure y'all hit that bell notification. That way y'all know when I'm uploading. Hit the like button because it helps with the algorithm and helps you reach a broader audience. Also look out for the travel vlog channel as well as the rant channel. Both links are in the description until the next video, y'all. Deuces.
you.